on Blend Space by JoBeth Urshery. Alright, so what is Blend Space? Blend Space is a free tool that has an easy use platform for creating multimedia lessons. It has a drag and drop interface where you can organize videos, text, links, images, quizzes into tiles, and then you can go back and organize the tiles to create your lessons or canvases for your students to complete independently. You can pull content from YouTube, Google, Flickr, Guru, web pages, your personal files, Dropbox, or Google Drive, so you have plenty of resources to choose from. What can you do with Blend Space? Basically, what's so good about Blend Space is you can create lessons in 5 minutes. They're linear, and so I teach elementary students, so it's easy for them to guide the students. Also, while they're doing the Blend Space tiles, you can monitor their progress with quizzes using the Blend Space multiple choice quiz filter, which is good because you can monitor, but also it's kind of a negative feature because all you can do is multiple choice quizzes. You can't do much for them. You can share lessons with fellow students and other teachers, and they also have a gallery you can choose from already made canvases created by other teachers at the same time. How do teachers use Blend Space? One way they use Blend Space is by flipping the classroom. So instead of using the whole class period to do Blend Space, you can assign things for them to do at home. You have student assignments, basically do web quests, practice 21st century skills, do presentations, and also with Blend Space you can personalize student learning with different content. You can reach all of your students with different content. How does Blend Space work? Real easy. If you don't have an account, like I said, it's free. You can go to the blue button, the sign up button. And once you sign up, you can choose, I'm a student, I'm a teacher, so you would choose I'm a teacher because you're a teacher. And then you just type register and then you have it. Alright, so let's take a look at Blend Space and how it works. Alright, this is the dashboard, and basically you can come here to Lesson Library. This is the one I was talking about where you can choose different, they're broken down in content, math, science, language arts, social studies. You just click what you're looking for. I'm a social studies teacher, so I would type in Civil War, and it would pop up all of these different choices. So basically what I could do is I could click one of these and use it instead of create my own. If I like part of this canvas, not want to use all of it, then I can go to click the copy button when I go to create new, and I can delete some of the tabs and add my own, but have some that are already used. So that's one feature that you can do with Blend Space. Also, to create a lesson, you just go to click new, and I'm going to go ahead and show you one that I created quickly. This is 5th grade Civil War. If you notice the different type little circles here, this is text, this is video, this is a web link, and then down here is the quiz. And basically, how you do this, I'm just going to show you quickly. You can come down and add a new row. And basically, you can click here, you just drag and drop your resources. So if you want to add text, you just click the text button and type in there. If you want to create a quiz, then when you click, you can do that as well. You can add a quiz, and you can type in questions like, who is the president of the Confederacy? And then you just answer your questions. It could be Robert E. Lee, or you can put Jefferson Davis, and then you have to go and click the correct answer, and then you make a quiz, and then you say done, and then you have a quiz made. If you want to come over here and you want a video for YouTube, you just click YouTube. If you want to get something to Google, you just click Google. Let's say you want YouTube. Click quickly, I can, Civil War, let's say I want to use the Rain Fox video, click it, here it comes, and all I have to do is just simply drag and drop. If I don't like the order of it, I can move the tiles to different things. Also, you can click here and you can click here and put notes. For example, over here, I can write down like watch the movie or whatever, the video, so you know how to so anyway, it's real easy. That's the teacher version. Student version, you just click what they would see. You click play. There's the directions, and then they can do thumbs up if they like it. They can write comments if they like it. Down here, it shows you what they have ahead. Here's an example of a video. I've got click play. It's just an introduction of the sounds. They can listen, and it tells them what to do when you move this arrow. So that's really easy. When you finish, you just X off, and there you have it. Also, you can click share. You can go, the lesson link is here. You can embed it in Google Classroom. You can send it through email. You can make QR codes, whatever you want to do. These are all the different things to do. You can also have, when your kids join, what they would do when your students log in, they would go to blendspace.com, they would click join class. And if you notice over here, my social studies class, I have a key code, like they would type in IQ, and then this is what would pop up, and they click on it, and then they would click play, and then they would do it. So that's basically how that would work. So, does anybody have any questions on Blendspace?
I thought that was good. I've never had any knowledge of Blendspace. None of my teachers at our school have ever introduced it to anybody. I mean, I'm sure some people use it, but I've never heard anyone speak about it. But that's really neat that you can literally just drop a YouTube video into it. You don't have to go and pull up YouTube and worry about the commercial or anything.
And there's also on the corner a preview button, because you probably want to preview it before you put it in there. So I thought it was real easy, and I teach 5th grade, and they're able to do it. I mean, they'll be able to do that.
Oh.
Web-based, pretty much get on it anywhere you want to.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Good job.
Well done, JoBeth.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to switch over and go ahead and start. I'm Megan, and I am going to talk with you guys about Powtoons. All right. We good? Can everybody see?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. All right, so Powtoons is an awesome animated alternative to traditional presentations. I don't know about you, but I enjoy watching animated videos, especially when it has to do with learning. I was one of those students who it caught my attention more than just a boring lecture video. But as a teacher, it's a lot of fun to make, and as a student, it's more enjoyable to watch, learn, and listen. It's really user-friendly. It involves many drag-and-drop tools, just like Blendspace did. Music, graphics, videos, and much more can be added to the presentation. So when you log into Powtoons, and I've already logged in, the first thing that you do see is the dashboard. What this does is it takes you to, you can see up here, you can see create dashboard pricing. Dashboard shows you the lessons you've created and allows you to create new ones. So you can see I've created a couple ones just playing around last semester when I was introduced to it. But if I hit create, you have the option to do ready-made templates, which are all the ones listed, or you can start from scratch. And if you look at the ready-made templates, some of them have special EDU Pro. These have some locked features, which I am going to use this one. Even though it has a couple locked features, it just means that you can't change a couple of the pictures, but for the purpose of this, it doesn't matter. The first thing, though, I do want to mention about Powtoons is, since this is the free version, it does come with some limitations, being that the length of the presentation, it can only be 5 minutes. So since you're using the free version and you're only allotted 5 minutes, I personally would use this for an introduction to a lesson or a quick summary, and I've actually used it as a quiz as well. But something really short and just to grab their attention. However, if you want to use it for longer presentations, you can. There is always, if you go back where we were at, there's a pricing tool, and you can kind of see if you do want to pay for longer ones, you can see the differences in the plans. But back to this, we're going to talk about a couple features. So on the left, you can see it's really a basic standard, and when I say it's user-friendly, it really is. I mean, you can hover over and it tells you what it is. You can see all your slides on the left, adding new slides, deleting. You can see different layouts. My personal favorite is the whiteboards and the chalkboards. I, for some reason, like that, but there's a lot of different kinds. I'll get that away. Up top, you have your standard features, but right here is your export. Now, with the free version, when you export it, it does have the Powtoon logo imprinted on it, and you can't save it. What it gives you is a link, which you have to copy and paste into your browser, which is not a big problem or anything, but that's one of the limitations to the free version. There's your preview button, but a lot of the features for this online technology tool are located over here on the right. So as you can see, you have many located over here. You have layouts, which is what we were just at. Text. When I started looking at this, the beginning of the semester in the spring, it didn't have this many texting features. It had just the basic ones from here up, but now they've gone in and added, you know, hey boy and hey girl, the little bubble text, and just to make it a little bit more animated. And I like the idea of that. One other thing I did have to switch is the custom mode to the simple mode. The simple mode has limitations and is more for basic functions. The custom mode allowed me to look at more texting options. You have your library, which gives you characters and feature props, images, objects, graphs. Graphs is great for math. I've had a really hard time personally finding online technology tools that I can incorporate graphs into. But the main thing that I really, really like about Powtoons is their sound feature. Their sound feature actually allows you to put music in the background. If it's, here, I'm going to let you guys preview a slide. Like, for instance, if I just played this from the beginning, there's an animated hand. Whoops. I didn't start it at the beginning. There's an animated hand that actually writes out the words. So instead of just having the words being written on the board and objects pop up, I find it fun to incorporate music, and I found it best that the kids like the genre of dramatic the best because they think it's scary and it's cool. But whatever works, I guess, works. But last time I used this tool, I actually did not notice until I did further analysis of the tool online the past week that you can actually do a voiceover. And it's up here at the top. So you can do the music track and you can go that route while the hand writes along the board, or what you can do is do the voiceover and import a file, or you can record. So what happens if you record is once I hit the record button, it goes and allows you to press play at your own time so you can read it at the same speed of the hand animation, which is a neat tool. I didn't notice it the first time, and I wish I would have, or I would have used it myself. But I do really like that tool, and it's interesting. And, of course, you have your images button. But what also is great about this is that this blue bar down here allows you to move your items. Not move them around like you can up here. You can, this is a ready-made template, so I can move anything I want to. But as far as speed-wise, or what I want to come out first, for instance, this right here, it gives you your little preview of what this is. This is your text. If you wanted to start it earlier or later, you can drag it forward and back. Okay, and you can see it shortens the time or it lengthens the time. Here are your locked features, your pictures. If you click on them, you can, again, if you want to pull the sun up right when the hand's starting to write, you can do that at the same time so the students have something to look at, and vice versa. And you can also see how long that every item is up for. And you can increase the length of the slide, and you can decrease the length of the slide. I wish I had more time to practice creating slides together, but remember that it's really, really user-friendly. And if you return to the first page, well, yeah, here's the first page. So that's not the dashboard. Here's the first page. If you go back to the dashboard or any other area on Powtoons and just select the Powtoons logo up at the top, it takes you to the home page, and if you scroll down, what I thought was great is basically any questions you have about the function. You have explainer videos, and all of these take you straight to YouTube, and you can see they're animated. And they also have a tab strictly related to their awesome features. So I found that helpful in a couple different features myself. Anyways, does anybody have any questions?
I think it's neat. I don't have any questions. That's good. I mean, I'm sure it keeps the kids.
I used it for the first time for a canned food drive. We had a competition. It's called Project Christmas, and we had to see which class could collect the most canned food or non-perishable items. And it hadn't worked the past couple years with me, so I decided to use that the first time. And I had pandas incorporated in it and dramatic music, and their eyes were actually glued to the screen, and came in third in the school. So I'm not sure if the presentation had, everything to do with it, but it helped. It got their attention. So
It works.
Cool. Well done.
thank you.
I guess it's my turn now.
It is.
Let's do this one. Alright. What's the thing? Let me turn this into a tab right quick. One moment, please.
You're good.
There you go. There we go. Okay. Alright, ready?
We're ready.
Alright. Okay. Y'all just see it's a Moodly.
Yes.
Okay, but it's just okay. All right, y'all see a white screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right, just to kind of get going, Moodly is it's an animation web-based program as well. It's probably a little geared a little more towards upper elementary and above. This is probably not something that I would use in lower elementary. It's a little more advanced, but I'm going to just show you like a really quick little 45-second, completely nonsensical little program that I made. So enjoy. Yeah, so just something kind of goofy. Get it going. All right. I'm going to take this all the way back to where I started. All right. Basically, with Movely, you can create your own presentational videos. Some of the features, obviously, this little red thing that I'm going through, this of course is this whole area down here is called the timeline. And depending on how big it looks on your screen, I can't really tell, but you can see it's divided off into 2-second increments. And so each little scene is a 2-second scene, so you can advance forward and see what sorts of backgrounds and animations you are adding. And the animations are listed down with your content. So let's see if I can just open up a new one here. I have to go back to my platform screen. When you log into Movely, this is your welcome screen. And the Movely's, the projects that you make are actually called Move. So the one that I just showed you was, of course, this one. And you can obviously create another one. So I'm going to create a new move by just press the plus button here. And you give it a title. And then you can give it a description. You know, if you wanted to, you could say this is a history movie, or this is a, of course, in my case, a music art or drama movie. Because I just call it art or great. And then you choose sort of what you want your theme to be, and there's a whole drop-down menu of themes that you can choose. Since I said I was going to do this art design. Now with this is, like I said, this is a free version. There are obviously, you know, if you bought the premium version, you can add more things to it. But even with just this particular version, there are so many. There it goes. It takes a little bit for it to load. But there's so many different things that you could do with it, unless you were probably just bored for years or anything else. You probably wouldn't even get that. Well, we'll just go back into the one I made and just mess it all up. Go back into this one, hopefully. Of course, mine's going to be the one that messes up. So we'll just continue to wing it. If you do find yourself in trouble, they do have a handy dandy PDF booklet that you can pull up, you can download. It will take you through a lot of the basics of how to use the program, everything from getting started through organizing the tools and working with scenes. That's something that I didn't really have a lot of time to do with or deal with. Um, okay, well, let's see if I can kind of take it through it without using the actual video. So basically what you end up with is being able to, um, um, you can drag and drop your pictures in. They have a large picture palette, and then you can animate those pictures with custom animations that they have from the drop-down menu. You can import music. That's one of the things that I liked about it, is that if I had a particular song that I really wanted to use, I can import that. And of course, you can change the length of the song using another program such as Audacity and clip it and print it, and I'll put that back in the way that you want it. And you can also upload video that you've already prefab, and you can load that in. So if you wanted to, it would be a good way to do a flipped classroom by videoing yourself or somebody else, obviously, and using that to upload. And you could drop that anywhere in on the timeline. And I'm very, very sorry that all of a sudden my timeline has disappeared. We can get it through that way. But apparently not. So that's about it. And I'm terribly sorry that I can't show you any of the features right now, but
The only thing about technology, sometimes it doesn't work.
yeah, it really is. It's one of the things. So I guess if something like this happened in the classroom, you would just have to talk your way through it, kind of like I'm doing right now. So.
What sounds really neat.
All right. Questions?
I thought it was a neat technology tool.
Nope.
Does this you're having to learn for your new job?
With the new job that I'm going to be having to do, the school that I'm at is pushing in the school system that I'm at. They now, across the hall from me, there is a full-time STEM teacher, and it's going to be one of our what we call specials that goes along with like art, music, and PE and that kind of thing. They'll all go to STEM once a week, and they'll have something STEM-wise that they'll do. But they've got a whole classroom devoted to that across the hall from me now. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what they're going to do there. I might even be able to get some ideas from that. But this is definitely something that I can use to incorporate STEM into my classrooms, especially my upper grade kids.
All right, well, good job.
All right. Again, apologize for the hiccup there. Didn't know I was going to do that. That's technology.